I saw a 2-year-old child in the prison, and then it's very surprising that how can a 2-year-old be in the prison? A couple of days ago, myself and my team we visited prison, which is otherwise known as correctional center. On getting there, we saw the indulgence of the officials to allow us to go to the female part. When we got there, the very first thing we saw was a young child who ran towards us for embrace. Interestingly, my team were very careful because we don't understand the rules of the place, so we don't want to go overboard. However, out of emotions, I ran towards the child and embraced the child. On carrying the child, there is something I felt. The child was looking for warmth, love, and then the child have made their social developmental milestones. But what could she have done wrong for her to spend the early years of her life when she's meant to be socializing and developing in the prison, incarceration? The policy says that any child with less than 18 months could stay with the mother in the prison. So this child, even before she clocked 18 months, has been in prison for an offense she never committed. Why do I have to talk about this? I'm thinking about the trauma that is going to affect this child throughout her life. And I fear that if the two mechanisms are not put in place, this might actually affect the lifelong development of this child. Look at what has happened. And I'm always telling you, children are always at the receiving end. They are the most vulnerable group in the world. For anything that happens, they are the worst people that are going to be impacted. The mistake of the mother, the mistake of the father, the mistake of anybody around the child can affect the child. Just because of the mistake of the mother, a young child has been imprisoned. And this could lead to adverse childhood trauma that otherwise could affect the entire developmental milestones of this child. Therefore, parents, teachers, uncles, aunties, fathers, and everybody around children, let us be careful based on our behavior, because whatever we do has an effect, whether positive or negative, on the part of the child. Just this child could have been free, enjoying, socializing, forming emotional connection that is going to help her development, but she couldn't even be in school. She's incarcerated because of the mistake of one person. I hope we could regulate our emotions and be more careful and take ownership of our own behavior, because as children are the most vulnerable in every group of individuals we have in the world. So anything you do, please think twice, because for every behavior, there is a consequence. And if it is negative consequence, your child is also going to have a share in that mistake that you have committed. Please bear in mind that that child is vulnerable. That child is dependent, and that child needs to develop in her own best capacity. But you could impede the development of that child by not taking ownership of your own behavior. Thank you, and bye for now.